Here's something you need to hear. Building strong, healthy muscles doesn't have to drain your wallet. In fact, some of the most powerful protein-rich foods cost less than a cup of coffee. If you've been told that you need expensive powders, pricey steaks, or fancy meals just to stay strong, I have good news. What I'm about to share could save you hundreds of dollars every single year while helping you gain more strength, balance, and independence than those overpriced supplements ever could. Here's the reality. Once we pass age 50, our bodies naturally begin to lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year. By the time we reach 80, that can add up to a shocking 30% loss in strength. And that loss isn't just about numbers. It's about daily life. It's the difference between standing up icily from a chair or struggling to get your balance, between carrying your groceries confidently or needing help, between walking with steady steps or worrying about falling. In short, muscle is independence. And here's the frustrating part. At the very same time, our bodies need more protein to preserve muscle. The cost of protein keeps climbing. Walk into any supermarket and you'll see powders and shakes marketed to older adults for $50, $60, even $100 a tub. Add in protein bars and special senior formulas, and it's easy to spend over $200 a month just trying to keep up. But here's the truth. You don't have to. Some of the best, most effective muscle-building proteins aren't sold in shiny packages with celebrity endorsements. They're sitting quietly in your local grocery store's budget aisle. Affordable, simple foods your body can actually absorb and use. And when used consistently, they work just as well, if not better, than supplements that cost 20 times as much. Over the past 3 years, I've studied why some seniors stay remarkably strong and independent well into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, while others lose strength quickly. And what I discovered may surprise you. The strongest, healthiest seniors weren't the ones with cabinets full of powders and pills. They were the ones who chose real foods, foods that delivered the right amino acids, digested efficiently, and provided steady nourishment their muscles could use. Science backs this up too. Studies show that older adults who regularly included affordable natural protein sources like beans, eggs, sardines, and Greek yogurt not only kept more muscle mass, but also had stronger grip strength, faster walking speeds, and better balance. These aren't just lab results, they're improvements that make a real difference in everyday life. So let's reframe how we think about building muscle after 60. It's not about spending big money or chasing the latest health product. It's about choosing smart, affordable foods that fuel your body, protect your strength, and support your independence for years to come. So here's what we're going to do together in this video. I'm going to share with you 7 powerful, high-protein foods that are not only affordable, but also proven to help seniors rebuild and maintain muscle. And when I say affordable, I mean it. Every single food on this list costs less than $3 per serving, and one of them is even under 50 cents. I've carefully ranked these foods from good to absolutely essential, so you'll know exactly which ones to focus on first. And I'll walk you through more than just the protein numbers. For each food, I'll explain why it works so well for seniors, especially how it helps fight age-related muscle loss, how much it actually costs per serving, so you can see just how budget-friendly it really is, compared to protein powders or fancy cuts of meat, the best ways to prepare and enjoy it. Because if it's not easy or tasty, you probably won't stick with it. And here's the part that might surprise you. The number 1 food on this list delivers more usable protein per serving than some supplements that cost 20 times as much. That means you could spend just pennies and still give your body the same or better muscle-building benefits as expensive powders and shakes. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear step-by-step plan for how to stock your kitchen with simple, affordable foods that will help you feel stronger, steadier on your feet, and more confident in your daily life. So let's get started. Beginning with food number 7, sardines, a small fish with big muscle power. Let's start with a food most people overlook. Sardines. A single can of sardines, which usually costs about $1.25, gives you 23 grams of complete protein. That's the same amount you'd get from a fancy piece of fresh salmon that might cost over $60 per pound. But for a fraction of the price. Now, what makes sardines special isn't just the amount of protein, but the quality. Sardines contain all 9 essential amino acids, the exact building blocks your muscles need to repair and grow. On top of that, they're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. And here's why that matters. Inflammation actually breaks down muscle tissue, making it harder to stay strong as we age. Sardines slow this process down, which means your muscles get a chance to hold on to the strength you already have. One long-term study found that older adults who ate fatty fish like sardines at least twice a week had significantly less muscle loss, stronger grip strength, and even faster walking speeds than those who rarely ate them. That means the benefits go beyond numbers. They show up in your daily life. Sardines have soft, edible bones that are rich in calcium, supporting not just your muscles, but also your bones. Plus, they're shelf-stable, easy to store, and ready to eat right out of the can. Try mashing them on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon, mixing them into pasta salad, or even scrambling them into eggs for breakfast. Even just 1 can per week can make a difference. Number 6, cottage cheese, the slow-release muscle builder. Next up is cottage cheese, a food that some people think of as old-fashioned, but for seniors, it's one of the smartest protein choices you can make. 1 cup has about 24 grams of protein, and a 16-ounce container usually costs less than $2.50. That means you're getting around 100 grams of high protein for just pennies per gram. The secret of cottage cheese lies in its protein makeup. It's rich in casein protein, which digests very slowly. Why does that matter? As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using protein. Instead of flooding your system all at once, casein releases amino acids gradually, feeding your muscles for hours. It's like sipping water. Throughout the day, instead of gulping it all at once, your body gets more use out of it. In fact, studies show that seniors who ate casein protein before bed had greater muscle growth and recovery overnight compared to those who didn't. That's because your body repairs itself while you sleep, and cottage cheese keeps a steady supply of protein flowing during that critical time. Cottage cheese also pairs protein with calcium for stronger bones and contains healthy fats that help absorb important vitamins like vitamin D. For best results, go for the full-fat version, which is more satisfying and nutrient-rich. Try blending it into smoothies, mixing it with berries, or even using it in savory dishes like lasagna. Number 5, lentils, the budget-friendly plant powerhouse. Now let's talk about lentils. One of the cheapest and most underrated sources of protein. A cooked cup of lentils gives you 18 grams of protein, and a pound costs less than $1.50, which means each serving can be as low as 20 cents. What's remarkable about lentils is that they don't just provide protein, they also deliver fiber, iron, and B vitamins, all of which play key roles in energy, recovery, and muscle health. Many seniors unknowingly live with mild iron deficiency, which can make them feel tired, weak, and sluggish, often blamed on just getting older. Lentils can help fill that gap naturally. Lentils are also rich in leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle growth that makes them unique among plant-based proteins. While they're not a complete protein on their own, when combined with grains like rice or nuts throughout the day, they give you all the amino acids your muscles need. Research shows that older adults who regularly ate legumes like lentils had better physical function, more preserved muscle mass, and less inflammation compared to those who ate mostly animal protein. And the best part, they're incredibly versatile. Red lentils cook quickly and make creamy soups. Brown or green lentils hold their shape for hearty salads or side dishes. Add some garlic, turmeric, or ginger when cooking for an extra anti-inflammatory boost. Number 4, canned tuna, pure protein for pennies. If you're looking for value and convenience, canned tuna is hard to beat. A single can, costing about $1, gives you around 22 grams of protein. That's less than 5 cents per gram of high-quality, complete protein. Tuna's protein is not only plentiful, it's also highly bioavailable, meaning your body can digest and absorb it very efficiently, even as digestion slows with age. This makes tuna especially effective for seniors who may not absorb protein as well from other sources. And because tuna is lean, it provides protein without a lot of extra calories or fat, which is important if you're trying to build muscle without adding excess weight. Studies show that older adults use fish protein, including tuna, more efficiently than many other protein sources. For safety, choose chunk-light tuna packed in water, which has the lowest mercury content. You can mix it with whole grain crackers for a quick snack, stir it into salads, or form tuna patties, with eggs and veggies for a high-protein meal. Number 3. Eggs, nature's perfect protein. Now let's move to one of the simplest and most powerful foods you can eat: eggs. For about 20 cents each, a single egg delivers 6 grams of complete protein, and it's one of the highest quality proteins available anywhere. Here's what makes eggs special. Not only is their protein highly usable, but the yolk contains half of that, protein, plus important nutrients like vitamin D, choline, and leucine. Many people still think eating just the whites is healthier, but research shows that eating whole eggs after exercise actually increases muscle growth by about 40% more compared to eating egg whites alone. The nutrients in the yolk work together with the whites to maximize protein use. Eggs are also one of the few natural sources of vitamin D, which directly supports muscle, strength, and performance. And because vitamin D is fat-soluble, the healthy fats in the yolk make it easier for your body to absorb. They're versatile, quick, and budget-friendly. You can hard-boil them for snacks, scramble them with vegetables, poach them over toast, or bake them into frittatas. The best part? A dozen eggs provides 72 grams of protein for just a few dollars. One of the cheapest and most effective muscle foods in the world. Number 2. Greek yogurt, fast and slow protein in one. Coming in at number 2 is Greek yogurt. A single cup gives you about 20 grams of protein, and a large 32-ounce container usually costs around $5, which works out to less than $1 per serving. Greek yogurt is unique because it gives you the best of both worlds: whey protein, which digests quickly and kickstarts muscle repair, and casein protein, which digests slowly and provides a steady flow of amino acids for hours. For seniors, this combination is extremely powerful since it helps overcome the body's reduced ability to use protein efficiently. But there's more. Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, the healthy bacteria that improve digestion and nutrient absorption. A healthy gut means your body can better use the protein you're eating, which translates directly into stronger muscles. One study found that seniors who ate Greek yogurt daily improved their walking speed and leg strength over just 12 weeks, and added benefits like calcium for bones and B vitamins for energy. It's a true all-in-one food. Choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt without added sugar. You can eat it with berries and nuts, use it in smoothies, or even substitute it for sour cream in recipes. Number 1. Beans, the ultimate budget muscle food. And finally, number 1. Humble, dried beans. They may not look exciting, but they are hands down the most affordable, nutrient-packed protein you can buy. A single cup of cooked beans provides around 15 grams of protein, and a pound of dried beans, costing about $1.20, makes roughly 12 servings. That's less than 10 cents per serving. Beans aren't just protein. They're also rich in fiber, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants. The fiber feeds healthy gut bacteria, improving nutrient absorption, while antioxidants help lower inflammation, both of which are crucial for preserving muscle as we age. In one 5-year study, seniors who regularly ate beans had better muscle mass, higher physical function, fewer falls, and greater independence compared to those who didn't. That's real, measurable protection for your strength and daily life. Beans aren't a complete protein on their own, but when eaten with grains, nuts, or small amounts of animal protein during the day, they provide all the essential amino acids your muscles need. And because they absorb flavors, so well they work in soups, salads, spreads, or side dishes. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, navy beans, they all bring slightly different nutrients to the table, so variety is your friend. Yes, they take longer to cook than other foods on this list, but if you prepare them in bulk, you'll have a freezer full of muscle-building meals ready to go. And for the price, less than a penny per gram of protein, nothing else comes close. So, let's step back and look at what we've just uncovered together. We started with sardines, that little can of fish most people ignore, and saw how it delivers high-quality protein and omega-3 that protect muscle and reduce inflammation. Then we moved on to cottage cheese, a slow-digesting protein that works overnight to keep your muscles nourished. We explored lentils, the plant-based powerhouse that's not only cheap, but also packed with iron and fiber. 2. Keep your energy steady. We added canned tuna, one of the purest forms of affordable protein. You can find we reminded ourselves of the value of eggs, nature's perfect protein, which still outshines many supplements. We discovered Greek yogurt, a food that combines fast and slow protein with gut-boosting probiotics. And finally, we ended with beans, the ultimate budget-friendly muscle builder that gives you strength, energy, and longevity, all for just pennies. A serving. What's the big picture here? It's simple. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars every month on powders, shakes, or supplements to stay strong. You don't need celebrity-endorsed products or a complicated meal plan. Everything you need to rebuild muscle, keep your balance, and protect your independence is right there in your grocery store, often in the most affordable section. Think about what that means. With just a few dollars, you can put foods on your plate that fight muscle loss, support bone health, reduce inflammation, and give you the confidence to move through life with more strength. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small. Pick just 2 of these foods this week. Maybe try a simple bean soup for dinner, or add Greek yogurt with berries to your breakfast. Swap out an expensive protein bar for a can of sardines or a couple of hard-boiled eggs. Consistency is the key. The seniors who stay strong well into their later years aren't the ones with the fanciest supplements. They're the ones who keep showing up for themselves day after day with the right foods, and you can do the same. So remember this: every dollar you spend on these 7 foods isn't just buying groceries. It's investing in your strength, your independence, and your long-term health. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it and share it with someone you care about, because you never know who might be struggling with strength or independence and could benefit from these simple, affordable foods. And if you're new here, this is what we do. At Senior Lifeline, every day we share clear, evidence-based health advice designed specifically for older adults, not gimmicks, not hype, but practical solutions you can actually use to feel stronger, healthier, and more confident as you age. So if that's the kind of support you've been looking for, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd also love to hear from you. Which of these 7 foods do you already eat, and which one are you excited to try next? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who's watching. And before you go, don't stop here. If you're ready to keep building strength and protecting your independence, check out the videos now appearing on your screen. Both are packed with tips that build on what we talked about today. Thank you so much for watching, for trusting us with your health, and for being part of the Senior Lifeline family. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.